Hey everybody, it's Miss T from the Children's Library of the Plainfield Public Library. Thank you for stopping by for another special story time. And we're still honoring and celebrating the our annual Hispanic Heritage Month. And so we're still diving deep into different stories from different parts of Latin America. So we're reading now from Once Upon a Time, Traditional Latin American Tales, written by Rueben Martinez and illustrated by Raul. Today's story is entitled The Mother of the Jungle. Now, once upon a time, a peasant named Sebastian. Here's Sebastian. He was walking through the jungle with his dog, Sancho, at his side. And here is Sancho. Isn't he cute? Now, suddenly, they met up with a huge bearded man that they had never seen before. Though the dog didn't seem to like him very much, down boy, down. Sebastian greeted him and asked him what he was doing. I'm chopping down trees to bring wood into town, the man answered. He pointed to a treeless spot in the jungle. Do you see that clearing over there? He asked. I cut those trees down last month, and now I'm a rich man. Sebastian understood the jungle and knew that what the man was doing was wrong. But when nature is attacked, she usually defends herself. But he decided to say nothing and continued peacefully on his way. When he reached the river that he visited every day to get water for his crops, Sebastian was surprised to find it very, very dry. He realized right away that what the bearded man was doing to the jungle was far more serious than he had thought. He remembered that when there are no trees nearby, the rivers stop receiving water and dry up. Worried, he went back home, hoping that it would rain the following day so that he could find water again. That night, a strange noise came from the jungle and it woke him up. At first, he thought he was having a nightmare. But when he heard Sancho barking outside, he knew it was real. Sebastian dressed quickly and ran through the bush chasing after his dog. When he reached Sancho, he realized that he was standing right next to the clearing where the bearded man had been chopping down trees. But Sebastian also noticed that something was wrong. The bearded man stood at the center of a light, a murky yellow light that seemed to emerge from the ground, making the trees glow in the strangest of ways. The bearded man, he was at the center of the light, and he was so frightened that he could not speak. Before him stood a very pale woman with extremely long hair, who seemed to be coming out right out the ground with leaves and twigs clinging to her body. In a split second, the mysterious woman seized the bearded man, and he vanished inside of her garments of light and shadows. Wrapping him up in leaves and branches, the woman lifted him up right up off the ground and spun him around like a twister. Nothing could be seen but a swirl of colors and objects spinning fiercely. The man let out a blood-curdling scream. Ah! And suddenly, the entire jungle came to a standstill. The light slowly disappeared until it was completely gone, and a strong thud was heard as if something had hit the ground. Sebastian and Sancho drew near and found the man fallen, shaking fearfully. When he finally came to his senses, Sebastian asked him what had happened. She told me I was hurting her, the man said, stuttering. And without saying another word, the bearded man slowly stood up and he walked away until he disappeared into the jungle darkness. When Sebastian and his dog walked through the clearing early the next day, Sebastian could see that the bearded man had picked up all his tools and gone off, probably back to town. Sebastian smiled to himself because he glanced at the spot where the man had been chopping down trees, and he knew at once what had happened. The mother of the jungle had come to defend herself from all those who threatened her. And once again, this is called The Mother of the Jungle, written by Rueben Martinez, illustrated by Raul from the book Once Upon a Time, Traditional Stories from Latin American. And there we go. Thank you so much for dropping in for another special story time. And I like to encourage you to think about not just during Hispanic Heritage Month, but all year long. How do you treat La Madre Selva? How do you treat Mother Nature? How do you treat the nature around you? Do you take her for granted? Or do you try to help her protect herself in a time of need? Also known as the Madre Monte, the Patra Sola, and the Mary Monta, this mythical woman originated in Colombia, though her fame spread to other countries, including Venezuela, Brazil, Paraguay, and Argentina. The Madre Selva reminds us of the importance of taking care of nature and of learning to live in harmony with her. So, wherever you're at, please live in harmony with nature. Take care of nature, and she will take care of you. All right? So this is Miss T once again from the Plainfield Public Library, the Children's Library of the Plainfield Public Library, and reminding you that we are open. Please give us a call if you need any assistance. Come right on in or email us, and we will gladly assist you with whatever library, any services we have to offer. Okay? So, take care, be safe, and just like our friend Sebastian, take care of Mother Nature. Bye for now.